baby garter. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Good girl, sweetie. Is this a shot yet?
Otter Porter Jr. She got hops.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and what happened on Monday Night Football between the Jets and Bills sent ripples across the NFL in so many ways. And there's no other place to start than with the Aaron Rodgers injury, which has been confirmed as a torn Achilles that will keep him out for the rest of the season. This injury is devastating for Rodgers, the Jets, their fans, and the league. He only played 4 snaps, and I feel like I can't even use the word snap because it seems insensitive at this point in time. For starters, New York knocked off the team many view as the best in the AFC without their starting QB, which proves they have the team to make a Super Bowl run. But does that fact remain true with Zach Wilson under center now? In his career, Wilson has never thrown for 3 touchdowns in a game. He's passed for 2 in a game just 5 times, and he's thrown at least 1 pick in more than half of his starts. The prospect of Wilson being the starter for the rest of the season is a mixed bag for most because he obviously has talent, but fans are wondering if the Jets should take a look at the free agent market, or maybe bring Tom Brady out of retirement. On the other side of this matchup, what a disastrous start to the season for the Bills, who couldn't beat the Jets with their backup QB in for basically the entirety of the game. Everyone is pinning this loss on the play of Josh Allen, including himself, and rightly so. Allen turned the ball over 4 times in the loss, including throwing 3 interceptions to Jordan Whitehead, who had never even had more than 2 picks in a season coming into this game. The knock on Josh has always been the turnovers, the reckless abandon he plays the game with. Part of the chaos is what makes him so good, but it's also what cost his team, and this game was one of those moments. Since week 1 of last season, Allen has 20 picks and 18 fumbles, which averages out to 2 per game. The turnovers are a big-time problem, but you can also chalk it up to the Jets' D being incredible, which they also were all of last season. In 2 games versus New York in 2022, Allen was picked off twice, fumbled twice, threw just 1 touchdown, and failed to pass for over 250 yards. And we were already 2 sleeps away from the start of week 2. And it's going to be a good one. The Vikings visit the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, while kickoff is scheduled for just over an hour later on TSN. The Blue Jays kicked off their biggest series of the season last night with the Rangers. And to say it got off with a rough start would be an understatement. Not only did they attract their smallest crowd of the year at the Dome with almost half the building empty, but they got pumped on the scoreboard too. Chris Bassett was roughed up for 5 earned in 5 1/3 and served up his 26th home run of the season. Bassett's first year as a Jay has had its ups and downs, as he's pitched to a solid 14-8 record, but he's also the only AL pitcher to give up more than 25 homers, while posting an ERA under 4 this season. The loss drops Toronto to 38-43 against teams above 500 this year. That is the most losses against teams above 500 by any team currently holding an AL playoff spot. And only the D-backs have lost more among current NL playoff teams. Meanwhile, the Jays have now dropped 3 of 4 against Texas this season and have been outscored 26-15 in those contests, including giving up 21 runs in their last 2 meetings. And things aren't going to get any easier for the Bluebirds tonight, as they send Hyun-Jin Ryu to the mound to face Max Scherzer. Mad Max is coming off his worst start since being acquired by Texas at the deadline, but he had been lights out in his first 6 starts with the Rangers. And as we showed you yesterday, the last 3 games of the series are crucial for the Jays' playoff hopes. In a wildcard race that looks like it's going to go right down to the wire, Toronto currently only holds a tiebreaker with the West-leading Astros. After head-to-head records, the next tiebreaker is intra-division records, which has been disastrous for the Jays this season. That's why Seattle and Minnie hold the edge against Toronto right now. If the Jays win the next 3 games, they can earn the tiebreak with the Rangers. But if not, their hold on a playoff spot might slip from their grasp. Remember, their final 15 games of the season come against AL East opponents, and the Jays have an atrocious 12-25 record against their rivals this season. Time enough, my favorite segment, and yours, why we love sports today.
Why we love sports today.
And for it, we have to take you back to Flushing Meadows, where in each of the previous 2 years, Megan Lucky went viral with her dominant displays of downing draft at the US Open. That was a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast.
So she's going again.
Stand up. Get it done. Let's go.
She's going again. Struggling a little bit more with the second start.
She went from 2-hander to 1-hander from 1 year to the next, okay? Progression. Now this year, Megan, who's more commonly known as Beer Girl, claimed that the tournament did not want her to make a three-peat at the year's final major, but that she was open to taking her talents to another sporting event. And at last night's Bills-Jets game, Megan made her triumphant return. Beer Girl is back. Here we go. Hey, listen, are the cups bigger at football games? And remember that globe otter we showed you at the top of the show? Well, she's not the only athletic animal to make an appearance on DSC today. I love that they're saying it's Checo. That's so sweet. His little outfit. Oh my gosh, what a cute pups. The detail on this car though, incredible. Go Pups. Just having the time of his life. Puppers goes fast. Yesterday, the Canucks announced their newest captain heading into the start of the season.
Jack Hughes.
No, not that Hughes.
Luke Hughes.
No, not that Hughes either. Anyway, a day after Quinn Hughes was named the Canucks captain, another Canadian team announced their captain for the upcoming season. As the Jets will have rugged forward Adam Lowry wear the C as just their third captain after the team moved to Winnipeg from Atlanta. Remember, the Jets played last season without a captain, after stripping Blake Wheeler of the C before the start of the campaign. Lowry has spent his entire 9-year career with the Jets, and they explained their decision with an epic reintroduction video.
Opens his very first shift with a big hit.
And Adam Lowry muscles his way to the front of the net.
Such a great teammate, we'll battle beside him any day.
Adam Lowry with his 4th goal of the postseason. How about that?
There's been a maturing process over the previous 9 years. Winnipeg's become home.
It was important for them to reiterate in the video that this guy actually wants to be in Winnipeg. Rare to find one of those. That's all for news here at Bucket and 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.